You are eating less. You know you are. You have cut the junk food. You are tracking your meals. You are doing everything the internet told you to do. Everything. And the fat is still there, sitting exactly where it was last month, and the month before that. And you have started to wonder whether your body is just broken, whether you are just one of those people for whom nothing works. I need you to hear this clearly. You are not broken. But there is something happening inside your body that your diet cannot fix. And nobody is talking about it. The answer is cortisol. If you have never heard that word in the context of fat loss, that is exactly the problem. Cortisol is your body's primary stress hormone. It is produced by your adrenal glands, and it serves a genuinely important purpose. When you are in danger, cortisol floods your system, raises your blood sugar, increases your heart rate, and prepares your body to fight or run. This is the famous fight-or-flight response. It kept human beings alive for hundreds of thousands of years. The problem is your body cannot tell the difference between being chased by a predator and being stressed about your job, your finances, your relationships. To your nervous system, stress is stress. And when stress becomes chronic, when it never fully switches off, cortisol stays elevated. And elevated cortisol does something to your body that no diet on earth can fully counteract. High cortisol tells your body to store fat, specifically around the abdomen. This is not a theory or a fitness myth. It is established endocrinology. Cortisol increases the activity of an enzyme that promotes fat storage, particularly in visceral fat cells around the midsection. At the same time, cortisol breaks down muscle tissue for energy and suppresses the hormones responsible for fat burning, including testosterone and growth hormone, the two most powerful fat-burning and muscle-building hormones your body produces. So your body is simultaneously storing more fat, burning less fat, and breaking down the muscle that would otherwise help you burn more calories at rest. You are eating in a deficit, and your own stress hormones are working against every single gram of that progress. But it gets worse. Chronically elevated cortisol destroys sleep quality, and poor sleep independently raises cortisol further, creating a loop that feeds itself. You are stressed, so you cannot sleep. You cannot sleep, so your cortisol stays high. Your cortisol stays high, so you store more fat. One night of poor sleep increases ghrelin, the hormone that makes you hungry, and decreases leptin, the hormone that tells you when you are full. So the next day you are hungrier, less satisfied by food, and your willpower is operating on a depleted, exhausted nervous system. Studies show that sleep-deprived individuals eating identical calories to well-rested individuals lost significantly less fat and more muscle over the same period. Same diet, completely different results. Sleep was the variable. Cortisol was the mechanism. There is a third piece that connects everything, something called non-exercise activity thermogenesis. NEAT. This is all the movement your body does outside of formal exercise. Walking to the kitchen, fidgeting, standing instead of sitting, taking the stairs. Research shows NEAT can account for 15 to 50% of your total daily calorie burn. That is enormous. And when cortisol is chronically elevated, NEAT drops dramatically. You sit more. You move less unconsciously. You feel more fatigued. This is your body conserving energy in response to a perceived ongoing threat. And because it is unconscious, most people never notice it happening. So what actually works? 3 things that no meal plan on earth addresses, but that directly attack the cortisol problem. First, sleep. Non-negotiable. Consistent. 7 to 9 hours. Same time every night. This is not a suggestion. For fat loss in a stressed body, sleep is the intervention. Second, stress management with real intention. Not the vague advice to just relax. Specific daily practices that activate your parasympathetic nervous system. 10 minutes of deliberate deep breathing. A daily walk with no phone. Time in nature. Whatever genuinely brings your nervous system down from high alert. Third, increase your NEAT deliberately. Take more steps. Stand more. Choose movement in small, everyday moments. This does not require a gym. It requires awareness. You are not losing fat not because your diet is wrong. You are not losing fat because your cortisol is high, your sleep is incomplete, and your body has quietly reduced its daily movement. Fix the sleep. Lower the cortisol. Move more across the whole day. And then watch what happens to a body that is finally in the right conditions to let go of what it has been holding on to. Your diet was never the whole answer. Now you know what the rest of the answer looks like. Go use it.